Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Today we're talking about the Blizzard Thunderbird R15 82 LTD. Long name, great ski. What they've done here is they took the success of the Thunderbird 76 and really just made it wider. Everything else is basically the same true blend pieced wood core, same 2 sheets of metal, same carbon armor binding platform, same actual Comp 12 binding. Really is just a wider 76 here at 82. And we were thrilled when we heard about this ski because we've always really liked the Thunderbird 76. And at least speaking personally, I've always really liked wider carving skis. So taking kind of this front side shape, the front side power and technology, but putting it in something that's around 80 underfoot. That's part of the reason why I've always loved the Thunderbird 76 is 76 is wide enough that you're not booting out all the time. It can handle some variable snow conditions, and 82 just takes that a step further. And I always think it's an interesting conversation of like, what's the point of going really narrow? Well, the point of going really narrow is edge-to-edge quickness. That's kind of what my mind goes to first. And if you're not in a race course, or if it doesn't really matter to you about your edge-to-edge quickness, or like the quickness of how you're transitioning from turn to turn, and you care a little bit more about the feeling in that turn, like when you're deep into the apex of a carve, then why not go a little wider? I think it's just an interesting thing to think about. So anyways, like I said, true blend pieced wood core, 2 sheets of metal, really nice binding situation here. It's an awesome ski. It is pretty stiff. Like, these skis are not designed to be soft. This is a high performance, high level carving ski. So, you put those ingredients in it, and if you're expecting a soft flexing ski or a lightweight ski, you're not going to find that. Really, where Blizzard kind of infuses some fun into these skis is the shape. So, like we said, it's 82 underfoot, and we've got that 15 meter turn radius. So, I just think 15 is such a nice sweet spot if you want a little bit of ease of use. If say you took this build, took the width, took the build, and put a 20 meter turn radius in it, the ski would be like kind of a monster, and it would constantly feel like it was just running away from you. With that 15 meter turn radius, it comes across the fall line so quickly, not quick like a slalom ski, but quick enough that you can use that for speed control. So unless you're skiing something that's really steep, you can just keep linking clean carves without feeling like it's running away from you, like it's like you're going too fast, or you need to like bend the ski more to shut it down. It just kind of does all those things on its own. It does the speed control. It comes across the fall line, and it gives you so much confidence that, yeah, I think it's really cool. There is another version of this ski. So there's the Thunderbird R15 82 LTD that we have here. There's also one that drops the LTD, uses a different binding system, but basically everything else is the same. So this just like increases stiffness right underfoot. So if this all sounds good, but it sounds like maybe it's a little too much for you, it's definitely worth looking at that other ski. I skied them back to back, and while I can notice a difference in this ski compared to the non-LTD, it's not a huge difference. And I'm on the lighter weight side, and for me, I would actually have to like kind of juggle between the two to determine what I preferred. So don't just overlook the non-LTD and go straight to this one. This is a fantastic ski, but it's worth considering that other one too. We had a lot of different people test it at our ski test this year. Like I said, we were pretty excited to hear about it, so it was easy to get people on it. And Matt Stromecki got on it, who, more of a free ride skier, has a little bit of a park background like me, and we're opening his eyes to the joys of frontside skis, and he called it incredible. He said it was like really, really approachable, or not really approachable, but I think he said something like it demands respect, but it's not going to punish you. And I think that's kind of the perfect way to think about it. Is it does demand respect. It is pretty stiff, but unlike those much narrower and longer radii skis, there's a friendly side to it too. It's not just gonna like completely beat you up out there. Another thing that I thought was impressive was among the feedback that I was just looking at, no one scored it less than 8 or 9 for overall impression. So that's really impressive, especially for a ski like this that, truthfully is sort of one-dimensional. Like it is mostly a carving ski. We did get some feedback that some people took it in the bumps and actually had some good times in the bumps. But to hit a high overall impression score for being like more of a focused ski on carving, to me is very impressive. So I think they nailed it with this ski. It'll be interesting to kind of see how things pan out, like whether people are going to stick with the Thunderbird 76 or if you're going to see more people going to this 82. But yeah, it's really nice, and you could say a lot about it kind of very effectively bridging the gap between the Thunderbird 76 and then the Anomaly 84. Like the Anomaly 84 is great carving ski. Is this better? 100%. Is the Anomaly 84 a better all-mountain ski? 100%. They're very close in width, and it at least gives you some choices there in that kind of low to mid 80 width range. So that's it. That's the Thunderbird R15 82 LTD. Always a little bit of a mouthful, but fantastic ski. Let us know if you have any questions about it, and we'll see you out there on the slopes.